Hello everyone. The title of the unit is Money and Money Supply. Module number is 6. Module name is Quantitative Credit Control Methods. The outline of the study is we are going to learn instruments of quantitative credit control methods. These are the following instruments. The learning outcome. Here we are going to describe the computation of quantitative credit control methods used by the central bank to regulate money supply in the economy. The first concept is cash reserve ratio. Here, every bank has to maintain a certain percentage of their total deposits with RBI in cash on every 15 days time. On this deposit, banks will not get any interest rate. Let us assume the CRR is 3%. If a person deposits 1 lakh rupees with commercial bank, then banks have to compulsorily keep 3%, that is 3,000 rupees with RBI, and the remaining 97,000 rupees can be used by the banks as a loan product. The CRR decisions depends on the economic situations, that is inflation and deflation. During inflation, RBI will increase the CRR rate so that money supply in the economy can be curbed. Automatically, money with the banks will be reduced, which will result into increase in interest rate by the banks. Therefore, the demand for loans with the banks will reduce, and as a result, demand for goods and services in the economy will fall, which will bring down the price level. The opposite will happen with the deflation, wherein RBI will decrease the CRR rate so that money supply in the economy is controlled. The second concept is statutory liquidity ratio, which is known as SLR. Here, every bank has to maintain a certain percentage of their total deposits in the form of either gold, cash or securities approved by the RBI with themselves at the end of every business days. Let us assume the SLR to be 18%. Here, if a person deposits 1 lakh rupees with the commercial bank, then banks have to compulsorily keep 18% of it in liquid assets, that comes to 18,000. The remaining rupees 82,000 can be used by the bank as a loan product. On these assets, banks will get interest rate. The third concept is bank rate. RBI charges certain percentage of interest for providing money to commercial banks without any security for long period of time up to 90 days. It is also called discount rate. The RBI's decision on bank rate to increase or decrease depends on the economic situation. In case there is inflation, then that is more money supply is there in the economy. So to curb that, RBI will increase the bank rate, which will result into increase in interest rate by banks. This will decrease the business activity because less loan will be availed by the business people. And when there is decline in business activity, income and expenditure will fall in the economy, which will also reduce the demand for goods and services. As a result, price level will be under control. The opposite needs to be done with deflation. That time bank rate will be reduced by the RBI. The fourth concept is repo rate. At this rate, RBI lends money to commercial bank in case of shortfall of funds for a short period of time. Normally it is 7 or 14 days and mostly it is for overnight against government securities. During inflation, RBI will increase the repo rate so that banks' borrowing should fall. As a result, money supply in the economy will also fall. During deflation, RBI will reduce the repo rate so that banks' borrowing needs to be increased, which will result into increase in money supply in the economy. Let us assume the repo rate is 4%. Here, RBI will give 100 crores to commercial banks for a short run. In return, banks will have to give 104 crores. The fifth concept is reverse repo rate. Here, it is the rate through which commercial bank lends money to RBI for short period of time. During inflation, RBI will increase the reverse repo rate, and during deflation, RBI will reduce the reverse repo rate. Reverse repo rate is always less than the repo rate. Let us assume reverse repo rate is 3.5%. Here banks will lend to RBI, let us say 100 crores. In return, RBI will give 103.5 crores to the commercial bank. The last concept is open market operation, which is OMO. Here, bank deals with the sale and purchase of securities in the open market to control the supply of money in the economy. During inflation, RBI will sell the securities. When RBI sells the securities, automatically the money supply in the economy will be curbed, which will bring down the inflation. In case of deflation, RBI will purchase the securities so that more money supply is done in the economy. At the last, let us summarize all these concepts based on the current RBI's policy rates as on 22nd May 2020. The first is CRR, which is currently 3%. On this, commercial bank does not get any interest rate. This is compulsorily need to be deposited with RBI in cash. Second concept is SLR. It needs to be deposited with themselves in liquid asset and it is 18%. The third concept is bank rate. It is a long-term loan given to the banks without any securities and this is 4.25%. The fifth concept is a repo rate, which is 4%. It is short-term borrowings by banks. And last is reverse repo rate, which is always less than the repo rate, that is 3.35%. Here RBI pays interest to the banks on its borrowings. These are the references.